update video. First things first, let me get this out of the way. I accidentally caused some confusion in my last video because I got confused. I misspoke. My video started in 2013, April the 6th, 2013. While I was talking, I was trying to do math, and I said, because it was my 7th season, I automatically said, oh, so my videos were in 2012. No, they started in 2013. My channel is actually 6 years old, but I am on my 7th year or my 7th season. I hope that clears the confusion up. I realized it when I was editing the video, but I wasn't about to re-record the video again. I was hoping that me calling it my 7th season would make it obvious, but it didn't. And I can see why. So people were commenting in the video, wait a minute, that would make it your 8th. No, I was correct in the labeling. I was wrong in the speaking. So again, my flosstube anniversary was my 6th year, and this was my 7th year. If you guys will stick around long enough with my confusion. Another thing, I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is starting to kind of be a little iffy. It's pollen season here. I will try my best not to clear my throat every 3 words, but it feels really scratchy, so we'll see. I apologize. I'm not going to rock. I don't know why I've been rocking for the last couple videos. Let me stop rocking. But it is what it is. I do have some hot tea. If I have to, I'll take a sip of that. I normally don't drink in my videos, but I don't know what's worse. A sip of hot tea in the middle of the video or me clearing my throat. I think the clearing the throat's worse. So, with that said, let me jump into the cross stitch because, again, that's what you're here for. As a disclaimer, I don't have a lot of progress. It's pollen season. I've been sick. I had a headache for the first 3 days of this week. Now that it finally is, the headache's gone, now it's, the wonderful other symptoms of pollen season. It's been threatening to rain since this morning at 4 a.m., hence the frizz in the hair. There's no controlling it. I wish it would rain because it would wash some of this stuff away and I would feel so much better. I worked extra on Monday and then I had a class Friday today. So that cut out 2 days of my stitching. My son was sick for 2 days this week. It's just been a crazy week. So I didn't get a whole lot of stitching done. However, the ironic thing in that is that I still put in just over 400 stitches. I'm looking at this like y'all can see it. I need to stop. And then I did it again. What in the world? Like, I don't know why I look at what I'm talking about instead of looking at you guys. Before magical stitches, 400 stitches in a week for me would have been amazing progress. I would have shouted it to the rooftops. Now that I'm in magical stitches and when I can do the homework properly, I get a good 1,000 stitches in each week. So for me to say, oh, I didn't get that much progress done, and to have 400 stitches in just speaks volumes of how much magical stitches is encouraging me and kind of keeping me, I don't want to say accountable because this is a hobby, but it inspires me. It pushes me a little. It kind of puts a little pressure on me. It makes me do more than I normally would do. So even on my off weeks that I feel like I didn't stitch as much, apparently I have. So, I did get to stitch with Miss Connie this week. She put up with my headache and my lazing around and my blah mood and another nap because she's amazing like that and deals with my nap. And so I worked on my Anne, and this is what it will look like when it's finished. Again, this is Anne of Green Gables by Soda Stitch. This is where I was beforehand. She has stopped working on it for the time being because she finally admitted that she's ahead of me. So she's giving me a few days to catch up with her. This is where I currently am now. I only worked on this border here, which, believe it or not, just in this tiny border, there were two, and I worked some on the chalk here. There were 206 stitches in this. Let me scoot up to where you guys can see this a little better. But, so there is the progress on that. And again, this is the whole picture. My goal is to stitch the rest of these little blocks, these borders. See how I've got this border finished but nothing in the middle? I want to do this border, this corner border, and then this top border, and then fill in the blocks. And then that's kind of how I want to go about things. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if that actually pans out. I was ready to cuss by the end of this border. I kept messing up this corner, and I frogged, and then reaped it, and then frogged, and then I was done with it. But I finally got it figured out. But there, that is my light. I'm trying to get the right spot. There we go. But that's it for Anne. And then I worked on the one that was my birthday start. So both of these were worked for the Quidditch World Cup and Magical Stitches. And what we're doing there is we are stitching. We get 1 point for every 100 stitches, or is it 1 point for every? I think it's 1 point for every 100 stitches. And then like the team that gets the most, of course, wins the Quidditch game, and then we'll be pitted up against each other later. The top houses. It's really neat. It's a lot of fun. But the next one that I worked on, and the one that I'm going to continue to working on when I turn off this video, and then some a little bit tomorrow, is my Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. I myself am made up entirely of flaws stitched together with good intentions. And that is so me. I have all the greatest intentions. They don't always pan out. And this is where I was before. This I started for my birthday start. My birthday start rather. It was also one that I used for glad rags and magical stitches. And this is where I currently am. I have this in my Garon toting bags bag because I took it with me today to the class. This is the bag that I use like when I'm going somewhere. And I need to fit the Q-snap and the clipboard and everything in there because everything fits in here. And this is where I currently am now. So I'm finishing out her dress. Ooh, you can really see the variation in this fabric now. And so literally I had her neck or her bust line, this arm, and part of the in her chest piece of the dress. I finished this arm. I'm coming down on into the skirt of her dress. And believe it or not, that is a little over 200 stitches. So, like I said, I'm right about 400 stitches. And then that is it for this week as far as stitching goes, guys. This needle minder is one that was gifted to me from, actually I think I purchased it, yeah. From Carly from I Stitch When I Want, but it was one of our Team Fireball. That was our Team Fireball logo. And then I don't have any haul, but I do have some stuff to show you guys that I was gifted. One thing, as I take a sip of my hot tea, is this lovely coffee mug. I'm going to focus on the mug instead. That was gifted to me by Emily C. or Eclectic Possessions. Guys, how perfect is that mug? It's good and heavy. It keeps stuff warm. It's big enough to be, you know, a mug. That has got my pumpkin spice tea that I may or may not have hoarded last pumpkin spice season for the pollen season, with just a little bit of Cinnabon cinnamon creamer in it. And then this is actually a gift from my dad and my stepmom. It is a stainless steel mug, travel mug, and it's got pictures of my husband and my son and all of us, my dog when he was a baby, or my husband and my son. And this is my travel mug for work now. I didn't get to show, I got those on my birthday. I mentioned showing them in the next video because they were being washed. I forgot to show them the last video, so now I'm showing them. And then Connie graciously gifted me this book. The Best of, I won't say her name right, Renato Perovin. We'll pretend that's the name. So, funny story about this book. I don't remember mentioning to her that I wanted this book. Jennifer Upton did a flip through of this book. If you want to see a flip through of it, you can look at her videos. I'll link to it below. If you want me to do a flip through, I'll be glad to do a flip through. I'm not gonna for this one, not an entire one. I'm gonna show something I really want to stitch though. But if you want to do a flip through, I'll be glad to do an entire flip through. But Jennifer Upton's already done it, so I don't know why I should, look at her video. It's great. But I did not. I don't remember telling Connie that I wanted this. She says I didn't. I looked for after I watched Jennifer's movie, whatever video. That's what I'm looking for. I immediately went and looked for this book and for the Dimensions Dragonfly Pond pattern or kit online. Could not find either. They were neither for the taking. And then I just kind of moved on, and it wasn't quite a unicorn, but it could have easily become one had I obsessed a little more about it. So then Connie comes in the other day and she's like, I've got you a birthday present, but it's not here yet. It's coming from somewhere else. And I was like, okay, you didn't have to get me anything. I'm fine. Then she walks in the other day with this. And I opened it up and I was like, oh my gosh. I was so about to become obsessed with that. And it was gonna become my unicorn. But I didn't have a chance for it to because I didn't get a chance for it to become obsessed with the finding of it. And now I have it. So, just a few of these that I really want to stitch. First of all, I absolutely, positively love this little pattern. It's a Christmas tree, and he has squirrels under it. And oh my gosh, look, the little squirrels have Santa hats on them, and they're exchanging presents. How perfect is that? Like, so perfect. And then, oh gosh, they're all so pretty. Like, I love this one. It's in French, so I wouldn't be able to stitch the title, but look at those trees. Like, these are all so beautiful. Sorry, I keep saying, this one is one that I really want to do. It's a Christmas sampler. It's got the alphabet, and it's got the word Noel. The squirrels that are in love. I think these would be awesome with some coloring cotton, some of my coloring cotton. Especially, and these will be the last ones that I show you. These four right here. Again, I don't speak French. I'm assuming that this one is spring. I don't have the charm, but that's fine. I don't have to have the charm. The bunnies. I believe this one is summer. Somebody who does speak French can correct me. Oh, I'm going to show some of the pattern there. Not enough to be concerned with though. And again, I think that, I mean, it's got the chart for DMC in it, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to use some coloring cotton. Autumn. By context clues, I can tell that this one is autumn. And that's why I think these are all. And then winter. So I want to do those too, guys. I want to do them all. But I really appreciate this gift, and I can't wait to dive into these. It's going to be a hard knot to start some of these now. But like I said, no haul. That's 3 videos that I've had no haul. I've got some coming. I've got several shipping notices, and one is late, one hasn't shipped yet, and then one has shipped. So I should have some stuff coming soon to show you. And it's going to look like a whole lot more. But just remember that I've had like almost 3 weeks with a no haul. But guys, that's it for now. Thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with me and my wonderful clearing of my throat or my voice being cracky. Thanks for watching and commenting. As always, guys, happy stitching and take care.